Welcome, friends. It's been a while since I've been in these old woods. Well, I'm in North Knox County. I've got permission on a little 20-acre tract of old woods. They'd been logged out 100 years ago, but I know the hunters has been in here 100 years ago, and there's still hunters in here today. But I'm looking for the old history. So, stay with me today, and let's see what we find as I go back into this old thicket. So, let's get started. Well, I'm here to tell you, this is one rough place to get in. So I just started following these little, somebody been bow hunting back in here a year or two ago, old ribbons. I know they know where they're going. So I just followed these old ribbons. And I mean, it's thick in here. I mean thick, it's all you can do to fight your way through here. Watch it for snakes is what's worried me, or a yellow jacket's nest. But I make my way through here, following these ribbons. These old hunters had marked them a good trail back in here, so I thought I'd follow it. I just follow them on. And pretty soon, I come out into some good woods back here, some old timber that hadn't been logged in a long time. And I about scared everything off back in here, but I do hear an old woodpecker in the distance. So it opens up to me back here. And I know the old hunters from long ago has been back in these old woods. And I want to find the history, or whatever else is laying here. So, I'm going to move on up through here. There's a 13 to a 15. No iron, solid target. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Don't want to sit down in no snake, that's for sure. Shotgun shell, baby. Shotgun shell. Let's see how old that is. In this logged out thicket. But it wasn't logged out 100 years ago. Here we go. That's what I like. These really old ones. There's a UMC. Remington UMC. Number 12, New Club. That's an old one. That's a nice one too. I love to find them. All right, clean up. I'm going to move on. There's a 23, 13, 14, little iron. Don't know what that is there. We're going to find out. That looks like part of a tractor disc. Look there. Part of an old disc that you pull the tractor, pulls it with. An old disc. There's the reason the signal's so crazy. Yep. So at one time, there's a tractor come up through here pulling the disc. We're gonna move on. Well, there's got some iron in it, but that's 12 to 13, 14, some kind of trash. But we'll see what it is. Well, there it is. Looks like some kind of key or something. It's some kind of a pin. Probably pinned something on a tractor or something. Thought it was a key at first. Just a big key that's broke or pin. That's what it is. Let's see if that's the only thing there. Yep, that was it. Clean my mess up. Try to leave it like you find it. Don't even know you're here. Well, there it is. There's no pin off of some kind of machinery, I guess, a pin. All right, moving on. Well, there's a 9 to a 10. That's kind of low for a shotgun shell, but we'll see. Sometimes them really old ones will give a weak signal out. When you get to it, it's thick in here, and it's thick. There she popped. Shotgun shell. Here you go on that one. That's a Peters Victor. That's an old one. That's an old one. Nice find. Yeah. Nice find. I'd love to find this old history. These old guys hunting. So I'm gonna clean up my mess and moving on. There's a 24, 23. Kind of a high tone. Are we lucky enough to find a coin? Or is that just a bullet? We'll soon find out. There's a coin. See it right there? There's a coin. Let's see what it is. I can't really tell. Looks like a dime. I don't know. I'll clean it up a little bit. Well, it is a coin. It's a wheat penny. I thought it was a dime, but I can't tell the date on it. Put some water on it. I put a drop of water on it. I can't tell. I'll have to dry it off now. Give me a minute. Out here in the middle of nowhere, a penny. Let's see. I can't tell. I'll have to clean it up better at the house. Looks like a 53. That's what it looks like. But I'll give you a better picture at the house. Old wheat penny. Middle of these old woods. All right, that's a nice find. All right, I'm gonna clean up my mess and I'm moving on. There's a good solid 14 to 15. No iron. That's like a shotgun shoe. We'll see. Deeper. There it is. That's a blunt-nosed bullet right there. You see it? That's like a shotgun shell. But there it is. I'd have swore that's a shotgun shell. But it wasn't. All right. Moving on. And you just don't know how much I miss this. Getting out in these old woods. Even if I don't find anything. Just love the search. You don't know what's laying over time in these old woods. There I've already found a target. You just don't know what's laying around. I'll mark that spot and come back to it. But you just never know what's happened here over time. Way back, settling this country, back in the Native American, you just don't know. And I love to be out in these old woods. Just love it. And some of these old trees, look here. This one I wouldn't doubt is 200 years old. That thing's 5 foot diameter, maybe 6. That's a big one, buddy. And they're still around. Not all of them's logged out. But it's just so peaceful. Just to relax, see nature, and just wonder what's passed through here at one time. So relaxing to me. So relaxing. Moving on. There's a 12 to a 14. No iron. But I get down here. Gotta watch for these snakes. Copperhead City. ground is dry. There it is, it popped right out of the ground. Wasn't laying an inch under the ground. Shotgun shell, baby. Let's see what that one is. I'll get this stick out from my bud here. There's another one. That's a Remington UMC, new club, 12 gauge. That's an old one. I've already found one. That's a nice one. Old shells. Back when Remington was trying to take them over. All right. Clean up, move on. There's 11 to 12. Good target. Good target, no iron. If my pointer will pick it up. I see a shotgun shell right there. Seen the back end of it. Shotgun shell. See how old that one is. Rough looking shape. But it feels like it's got ridges around it, like it's got the old designs on it. There's another old one. Better get it to focus. There's a Peter's target. That's a nice old one. Old shells. All right, clean up, moving on. There's a 14-15 with a touch of iron. I don't know. See what that is. Another one of them flathead bullets. Old hunting round. I'd say that's what it was. Reads just like a shotgun shell too. We're going to move on. There's a 12 to a 14. But looks like you got a touch of iron. It may be an old bullet. I can find it. It's close. That's a shotgun shell. Shotgun shell, baby. Red funny. Here's another one. UMC, Remington UMC, new club. Probably the same guy shooting. They ain't 20 foot apart. That's a nice old find. Some old guy hunting squirrels years ago. All right, clean my mess up. Let's move on. There's a 17 to an 18, solid, no iron. So there ain't no iron in it. Right there. Let's go. Old bullet. Old hunting round. There you go. That's why it's reading so high. All right, moving on. Such a peaceful place. Love it. I didn't see any snakes, thank goodness, today, or yellow jackets. But I did see a little old tarpon, beautiful little tarpon. I seen that little head there, and that first glance that's a snake. But no, it's a little tarpon. Beautiful little tarpon. He's more scared of me than I am ever him. Ain't he beautiful? But I let him go. Well, guys, here's today's finds. And I just have to tell you again, it felt so good to get back in these old woods. I miss them so bad. I just feel at home. The deeper, the darker the woods, the better I feel at home. But that's just in my blood. That's just who I am. Now here you saying, didn't find a whole bunch. It got about 90 degrees in them woods there. I'm telling you, the humidity was high, and the chiggers and ticks was bad. But I sprayed myself down. Got a couple chiggers on me, but that's about it. Lucky I didn't see no snakes. But right here, an old pen, back in the middle of them woods and thickets. Looks like an old pen off a tractor or something. Wonder how long it's laid there. An old coupling pen for machinery of some kind. Looks like it broke. Don't know. And you seen that disc there. Here's a picture of that disc. I said, it must have been farming back in there at one time, 100 years ago. After they logged to clear the land, they had fields. That's all I could say. But anyway, I did find some old shotgun shells. What I could find of them, it's so thick in there. I'm sure there's a lot more in there. But I didn't I couldn't get down in that thick brush. Afraid to get down in there. You can't even get your detector down in some places. But anyway, found some good old shotgun shells. My favorites. Here's an old Peter's target. You see the date on that? Now, they logged these woods, I'd say 100 years ago. But they left some woods in there, some trees. And them trees are old, you've seen in the video. I mean old. But you see the date on this one. This is a nice old find, and it cleaned up good. Old Peter's target. I found 2 of them. But who knows? I may have been following the same old hunter around where he was shooting them squirrels out of them trees, just following him around. That's the way I kind of look for these shotgun shells anyway, how somebody would hunt around these trees. Here's an old Peter's Victor. You see the date on that, man, that is old. Old collectors. Old collectors. And I found some really old ones too, 100-year-old. Remington UMC New Club. Them's old ones. You see the dates on that. And the thing about it is, I found 3 of them. I might have been following that hunter around. Or the same hunter at different times back in them days. Might have been his land at one time. Who knows? Old new clubs. Them's old shells. Old shells. And I found some bullets. These look like modern bullets. I mean, they could be 50, 60 years old, but like modern bullets to me, 30 calibers. But I found some I don't normally see. Found 2 of them. Pure lead. Look like wad cutters or something. Old hunting rounds. Solid lead. And they look like 30 calibers too. Probably an old hunting round back in the day. You people could probably comment on what you think it probably is. More specialists on these some of these magicians than I am, these bullets. I found 2 of them. But here's a really funny, strange thing that I know by the tone of that equinox, if it's a coin and how it reads. And sometimes it's a bullet, but sometimes it's a coin when it reads that way. It gives me that tone. Well, sure enough, out popped an old penny. I thought it was a dime at first. And I thought it was a 53. Looking out in the field, I cleaned it up. It's a 57D. It's worth $1 or $2 maybe. If it was in mint conditions, it might be worth 25 cents the way it is. But I don't worry about selling them. I just like to find them. Love to find this old history. I would say this is just like on the ridge. Sorry I dropped it. I'd say this is just like on the ridge that I hunt them ridges. Old hunter way back had some shells in his pocket to hunt one afternoon. He pulled a shell out and that old penny got mixed up in them and fell out on the ground. But that's a 57, so old times. You seen them old trees. Well, I'm just getting back in the woods. I try to do these little videos here and there. Try to get back in these old woods. It's cooling down a little bit. I love finding this stuff. You never know what you find next time. You just never know what's laying in these old woods. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to do a lot more. So, God bless every one of you, and happy hunting, and I'll see you next time.